When I was a little babby boy, I had two consoles to play with, the Sony station that you would typically play things on and the Sega Mega Drive, or the Sega Genesis if you are wrong. My first experience with a video game was from the game Driver for the PlayStation, some versions giving itself the subtitle You Are the Wheelman. Thanks for clarifying that subtitle. I thought the whole game was going to revolve around me playing as the passenger of the vehicle that just sits there and annoys the driver as he tries to speed away from the police. Not for robbing a bank or anything like that, but for receiving a parking ticket that he got from his local Tesco's. The story doesn't matter much. All I knew at the time was that you were playing as some dude who must impress a bunch of other dudes by pulling off a bunch of cunning stunts but failing every cocking time because for a kid, the first mission of Drive was harder than completing Dark Souls with a blindfold on using a Guitar Hero controller with both your arms amputated. On the surface it doesn't sound hard, pull off a bunch of driving manoeuvres in a parking lot at a set time limit, but the problems was A, you had barely enough time to do all the manoeuvres, and 2, the game doesn't even explain what and how to perform some of these. I mean, I'm pretty sure they made up some of these words. Okay, so you're probably thinking, alright, if you couldn't complete the first level at the time, why did you still enjoy Driver, You Are a Dipshit Man? Well, let me explain, you impatient little son of a bitch. I still enjoyed this game because it had what they called a take-a-ride mode, where you can just drive around the city freely with nothing stopping you. Well, except the police, of course. They are harsh pricks. You only have to look at them slightly funny and they would shift all priorities to getting you killed in what they would convince the public to be a happy little accident. Well, no one really dies in the game. If you attempt to run someone over, Carmageddon style, they'll just jump out the way with cat-like reflexes if that cat had 10 cans of Red Bull and had 5 shots of adrenaline. It's nothing like another game that allowed you to run people over. It had a top-down view and looked kinda cartoonish. I think it was called something like Great Robbing Automobile or something. Driver You Are a Bastard Man, on the other hand, had 3D graphics that were pretty impressive at the time, although nowadays it looks like someone's first attempt at creating a game in Unity. Nowadays I can complete the game, but it's funny to think that while I couldn't get past the fucking tutorial level of the main game while I was a babby boy, I still enjoyed the game simply from driving around pointlessly, getting into random police chases and breaking things, which are my 3 best talents when I'm driving in the road and real life. I forgot to mention that I was making this video in my cell, so if you're seeing this, thanks for watching.